Hello and welcome to another episode of NERF News. I'm your host Drac, and this is your #1 source for NERF news along the net. So this is the Doomlands Impact Zone Long Arm, continuing my themes. I think that this is going to be the kind of military return to the lawless Doomlands wasteland, and I think that it's going to be a pretty sweet line. Now, whereas I'm very excited for the other counterpart of this line, I'm not excited for the Long Arm, and I've got a lot of reasons for that. So first off, it's a Target exclusive, which makes sense as the other one is also a Target exclusive, and that's mostly where we see the Doomlands blasters anyway. Now, when you show me a revolver that has 5 darts, a rotating cylinder, a long kind of profile, reasonably thin because of that cylinder, and has a priming bar on the top handle, you know what I think of? I think logically of this. This is the NERF Spectre. It originally came in an in-strike variation. This is the Elite variation. And guess what? This is what bugs me here. They cost the same. The Elite Spectre retailed for 20 United States dollars. This is retailing for 20 United States dollars, but none of these parts are removable. The trigger well is tiny. Compare that to the monstrous in-strike old school styling of this handle and trigger well. We have the Spectre, I think, being the better blaster in terms of its overall look. Even if you like this look more, I think that there's like sharp fires and ion fires that you can play with if that's your feel, but this came with a removable in-strike barrel attachment point, the Spectre silencer, quote-unquote, and the foldable buttstock, as well as attachment points for both of those things. The Doomlands blaster has neither. Does that give it an overall cleaner aesthetic? Sure, of course it does. This is rounded in the back. This is coming through the forward. I think that it's an overall pretty okay looking blaster, but it's not worth $20, at least not to me. There's nowhere to put your offhand. It's definitely a sidearm, and for a sidearm, losing that kind of cool utilitarianism I think is less fun for adult nerfers, and frankly less fun for kid nerfers too. Like, I think that one of the coolest things about the in-strike line is the cross-compatibility of these various attachments that span over 7 years at this point, a little bit more than that I want to say, and that's really cool. The long arm has none of that. All the Doomlands flavor, you've got your standard exposed panel with the clear plastic so you can watch the internals work, but I would rather have more functionality and some free accessories for my dollar. So I'm going to actually put this one on my not buying it list. Now, I will of course pick one up to make an official review. If it's sweet, I want to know that and share that information with you, but I will not be picking this blaster up for my personal SE&C pleasure just because it's not the kind of blaster that I would want to use. Now, that's my personal opinion on the long arm. If I get my hands on one, maybe my tune will change, but if you guys agree with me or disagree with me, I think it's an overpriced Spectre rehashing that doesn't have as many sweet things attached. Let me know in the comment section below. I'd love to hear your spiel. I want to know your thoughts, and I really would love those thoughts before I walk into my interview with Hasbro. Thank you very much for watching.